Okay, so go to GitHub. All right, so now those are your repositories. So you want to do is click on new. So right there with the green button that says new. And that's how you're going to make a new repository. Now, what I do is I name the repository name so that you already have one with that name. So you got to pick another name.
Oh, where is it? I got deleted because it was something I was trying to do earlier today, and then
So it doesn't matter. We can just do like don't throw it. You don't have to throw it away.
There's literally nothing in it.
Okay, all right, we'll do it this way then.
Yeah. It's just there's nothing in it, and I'd rather have it actually say Python stack. So
okay, cool. All right, so I would use lowercase that's just my preference. Okay, that's it, and then just go to create repository.
None of this. Okay.
Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just create repository. All right. So now, basically, if you ever forget, and trust me, you will, all of the code that you need is right here. So where it says, and I meant to use my shape, but basically, I'm going to walk you through this. So again, if you ever forget, just cut and paste from here. So open up, you're on Windows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so open up your Git bash. Perfect. Now, when it says / right here, that means you're not in the right directory. That's in your root directory. So when that happens, just type CD and enter. Cool. So now you're in like your home directory or whatever. So let's do this on your desktop, just because sometimes Windows gets mad when you try to put stuff in the root. So we'll go back to your go back there. Now type mk. No, go back to git bash.
Oh, sorry.
And type mkdir space, and then the name of the repository that what you called it on GitHub. Awesome. Enter. Weird. You say mkdir?
No, we don't need to go there yet. This is
saying M or N?
M. Oh, MK.
Oh, mkdir. My bad.
And then space Python stack.
Cool.
There we
Enter
go. Okay.
CD into Python stack. So CD is change directory into Python stack. Now hit tab. Hit tab. Don't type anymore. Tab. Just type py. No. Okay. It's just click N. Okay. Type CD and then py. Tab. Okay. So I want you. This is a functionality. I want you guys to use this because keyboards cause bugs. Right. So anytime we type, we run the risk of messing up. So use autocomplete, cut and paste whenever you can. Okay. Enter. Okay. So now we're in the directory that you just made. Okay,
Cool.
so we're inside of Python stack. So let's open this in Visual Studio Code. So type code space period.
Like that?
And then enter.
Oh, well.
Okay, so yeah, just click trust all. Yeah, I don't know why that comes out. All right, so if you can put these two side by side, that would be great. If you could put your Visual Studio Code on one side and your GitHub on the other. Okay, cool. And you can close that. You can close the terminal. Give me 1 second. I need to close my door.
I can close the Git bash.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. My daughters are home from school and it usually involves shouting. Okay, so now we're in our directory. So to open, I want to have you do this in the integrated terminal. So open the integrated terminal, you just hit Control and tilde, or the control and the key right next to the 1. Cool. All right, so now open up the open up GitHub.
On the web browser or the
web browser. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take that first line where it says echo, copy that. Okay, go to your terminal and paste it in. So now notice that we now have a README file in our, right there, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what that first line did. All it did was make that README and it inserted that line. So you click on the README here and you'll see that line of text, Python stack. Okay, so that's all that line did, is just make a README. So let's go on to the next line. So go to the web browser and copy the next line. And then paste that in the terminal. And enter. Okay, cool. So now,
what the heck?
Yeah. So type ls in the terminal, type ls space -LA.
That, oh,
And then enter.
what just happened?
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's not going to work.
Okay.
Are you in? Yeah, you're in PowerShell.
Yeah, that's what I put right there.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. So what happened is there's an invisible file. There's a dot, what's called a dot file, which you're not able to see it. But let me try to get it visible real fast. I'm gonna have to do a search. Does anybody know how to do it? Show dot files.
Yeah, this GitHub stuff's way more complicated than I wish it was.
Okay, type Control-Shift-P.
Type it or do it?
Type it. So control key, the shift key, and the P key. No, I'm sorry. Just hold down the control key, the shift key, and P. And then type settings. Okay, and it says open UI preferences, open UI settings right here. Click that.
This one?
Uh-huh.
The UI one?
Yeah. And search for files.exclude. There, right there. Okay, so click on where it says .git. So just hover over the .git one and then click the pencil on the far right. And yeah, just delete it. Like delete that. There you go. Then click OK. Awesome. All right. So you can close the settings right here. Just close that part. So now we can see the .git. Okay, so that is the file that basically Git uses to track all of our changes that we make to our file. Oh, I'm sorry, to our directory. So don't ever change anything in here. Just let Git work its magic. But basically, that's how Git tracks anything that we change. Okay, so what I want you to do in the terminal, type git status. I'm sorry, git, G-I-T.
Oh, my bad. Like that?
Then hit enter.
Oh no, I accidentally put a slash right when I hit enter. Okay, good.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay, so now we see git add. It says untracked files, use git add. And so it's giving you hints as to what you need to do. So we can do it this way, or if you come over here and click on this little kind of, I don't know, Git symbol, where see where the badge is 1 is. So click on that. That'll show you the files that you have that Git hasn't tracked yet. Okay, so there's 2 ways to add it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, so how do I go back to, like, how do I add all this stuff in that I've written but not done that to?
Okay, so I want you to do, I don't want to mess with that. I want to do practice first before you do this for your code. So
okay.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. We'll do that. So, but I want to just demonstrate how to make a repo first. That way people,
Okay.
yeah. All right, so let's go back to GitHub. I'm sorry, the browser, yeah. So now it says git add readme as the next line, but I'm going to show you what I want you to do just when you're first starting out. So go back to Visual Studio Code. And in the terminal, type git space add space dot. No, I'm sorry, just the period.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now hit enter. Okay, cool. So you'll notice that it changed from changes here, and it now says staged. So that means that the README file is now ready to be sent to GitHub. Okay, so we've changed it. We're saying, okay, I want to basically keep track of this file in Git and GitHub. Okay, so now let's go back to GitHub, the browser. Okay, so now you want to say git commit -m first commit. You can just copy that line and paste it in your terminal and hit enter. Cool. So now you see it's gone. So
Yeah.
basically it's now kind of like ready to be pushed to GitHub. So let's enter this next line right here. So copy the next line and go back to the terminal and paste it. Enter. Cool. So when nothing happens, that's good news. So let's go back to GitHub and copy the next line. Okay, and paste it and enter. Okay, no news is good news. So now the last line. And enter. And so that means success. So now go back to GitHub and refresh the page. And now you have a GitHub repo called Python Stack that is being tracked on GitHub. So I showed you it this way because this is the way I had to do it probably the first 100 times, because it's just, the syntax is just very mysterious and weird.
Yeah.
So whenever, I always just tell people, start at GitHub, make the repository, and then work backwards from there. So because GitHub will tell you everything you need to do. And you can copy all those lines in one go and it'll automatically do it for you. But I walk through it step by step just so you guys could see.
The only thing we really don't have there is the git add period thing.
The git add period. Yes, right. So they say they're adding one file at a time. But if you say git add period, that basically means whatever I've got in here, add it.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. The period is like the same thing as star, I guess.
It's like, so when I had you say code space period enter, that's basically telling Visual Studio Code, open up the file that I'm in. So the dot means the current file, the current directory that we're in.
Okay.
Okay. So now any files you create in here. So let's make an HTML file.
So we go,
Yeah. So that's a directory. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Front end.
Okay, and then we go.
Cool. And now just put some HTML in there.
Okay.
Cool. So now you see over here that it's now tracking that file. So the easy way to do this using the Visual Studio Code is hover up over here. Okay, so now this bar where it says changes, if you click the plus sign, it'll add every single file that's been changed.
Oh,
now that's staged. Now instead of saying git commit, wait, not yet. Instead of typing git commit -m, we can type our message right here. So just say first, second commit or something, whatever. Yeah. Now click the check mark. Cool. Now come over to these 3 dots. Right here where I highlight. No, go open that back up. Go to the 3 dots that I just, and go to push. Cool. Now go back to GitHub and refresh the page. And there's your front end.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Learning stuff.
Go ahead and click
Cool.
the file. Go ahead and click the file. Click on fun.html.
Yeah.
So there's all your code. And let me get my drawing out of there.
Okay.
So now let me demonstrate this. So let's go back to your repositories. So go to click on your name, your username. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay, now click on repositories. Okay, now click new. Okay, so now you're going to make a repository with your username. So whatever, yeah, your username exactly as it's dot. Hold on. I forget what it is now. Give me 1 second. So your username dot github.io. And just, I'm sorry, just O. Oh, not the, yeah, there you go. Okay, now click create repository. Okay, so now go back to your Visual Studio Code or go back to your File Explorer and make a file called that same thing. Don't do it in here. Let's do it. So let's make a new one. Let's go. So go back to your Git Bash. Okay, to hit CD. So wait until you see the tilde. There you go. So now mkdir, and then make it the exact same that you just called it. So your username .github. But use the capital. Yeah. You can copy that right there if you want. Yeah. Perfect.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'll just have to type it out.
Perfect. And enter. Now CD into that directory. So CD space. And if you just type bear, it'll autocomplete. Tab. There you go. Enter. Okay. Now type code space period. Enter. Cool. Now make a file called index.html. Okay. Make your HTML page. Okay. Then make an H1 that just says Jesse's page. Cool. All right. So now let's go back to GitHub. And let's do that same thing. So let's actually, if you want to try copying the whole thing, you can click right here and just paste it in your terminal. So that's the wrong one. Go back, go to, that's Python stack. You need to go to the other. There you go.
Okay, and then how do I open up the terminal again?
Control tilde. Control and then there you go. Now paste. Okay.
Just paste it and automatically ran it.
Cool. Hit enter. I don't think it ran the push. Cool. All right, now go back to GitHub. Refresh. Cool. Now go over to settings right here. And scroll down. Go slow because I've changed it on me.
Sorry.
Okay, keep going down. I think it's down at the bottom. Keep going. Right there. Get where it says GitHub Pages. Click check it out here, right there. Okay. So now you want to say branch main root. Click save right here.
It's grayed out. It's not available.
Really?
Yeah.
Click on root. Click right here where it says root. So it's not, no, it's root. Okay. Click that. Just click on the branch. And just select main again. Weird. Try to refresh the page. There we go. Let's just, okay, click right here. Click that link. Okay, so it might take a while to load the HTML, but basically this page, unless I messed something up, and I don't think I did, it should show Jesse's page. Try to refresh it. Okay, hit the back arrow. I might have messed something up. Go back to the code. Go back right here.
Whoops.
Oh, we didn't push HTML. We didn't push HTML. Okay, so go back to Visual Studio Code. And go to, yeah, go right there. It's already initialized. So come down to your terminal. Type git status. Enter. Okay, type git add. Period, enter. Cool. Now type git status again. You can just hit the up arrow if you want. Okay, now type git commit space -m. It's weird, I can't see it when you type it. Space quotations. And then add HTML. And then close the quotations, enter. Okay, type git push. Okay, now go back to GitHub and refresh the page. There we go. Okay, so now go back to settings, scroll all the way down. Okay, so now it might take a minute. So GitHub's been really spotty recently. Try to click the link again. Yeah, might take it a minute.
Huh.
So it eventually this box here will turn green and you'll be able to see the HTML page. So this is basically how you create a website that's available on the live web. So this can be your basically your website. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Oh, there we go.
I know. There you go.
There we go. Huh. Okay, I think I understand.
You're not alone if you don't. It takes, I mean, like I said, the commands are weird. It takes some getting used to, but like I said, I would just go to GitHub every time, start there, and they'll just walk through their procedure. And that's what I did probably, again, the first 100 times I tried to use it. And eventually it'll start to make sense. Cool, thank you for being my demo. Any questions before
You're welcome.
Does GitHub have a limit of what you can put on there or something?
I have 900 repositories.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I guess like a limit of like what you can put on the website. Or
Oh,
like,
yes. So they won't, if you start making money, they're gonna kick you off. So if you do anything that's like, and like, let me stop